Episode of Asexualized, my asexual life. This is a place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the great big subscribe button down below. Please hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as we go along if you're enjoying the content. And of course, share it with any of your friends or whoever may benefit. I'm Sandra Bellamy, author of Asexual Perspectives, 47 Asexual Stories, Love, Life and Sex, a celebration of asexual diversity. The links to that book are down below if you haven't already checked it out. And I'm also the founder of asexualise.com and the founder of Asexualise Academy. And asexualise.com's got a new look now, so you can check that one out. And tonight's episode, I'm talking about, yes, I have a trans friend and I didn't realise it. So you might have heard me talk a little while ago about the fact that one of my friends is transitioning from a male to a female. They've just recently decided it's something they need to do. They felt like that for a very long time since being a child, that they haven't acted upon it. And so they've just recently come out as, you know, being a trans woman, and they're not out to everyone yet. They're not out to all their family yet. And, you know, I'm going to see them transition basically all the way from, as I know them, from a guy into a girl. So I think it's going to be really, really interesting to be on their journey with them. And I have to say, they do look good in a dress. So yeah, I think being a girl will really suit them. I know it's in their heart and their soul, and I wish them really well, and I'll be with them every step of the way. I don't live near them, but I'll definitely be around to message them and support them, and we can see each other when we can. So that's going to be an incredible experience for me to be there for them. You may also remember I told you I've got a trans guy friend that I've had online for about 4 years now. So they're actually in the Philippines. So I've known them for some time. They are not, they've had no surgery. So yeah, they still got female body parts, and they've actually had a baby with their fiance, and they're getting married to their Korean fiance in May. They've had to deal with family issues to do with their different cultures as well. So that's been a lot of pressure on them. But I'm so glad, because to me they are like soulmates. He's a bisexual, and you know, they're a trans guy, so it works out really well. They're like twins. I've spoke to him and messaged it to you know, the bisexual partner. So yeah, I'm just so pleased for them. I really like them both as a couple. They're really amazing. And so recently, like, one of my friends posted for National Transgender Day that they're trans and proud of it. And I was pleasantly shocked, because I was like, wow, I never ever would have guessed. You know, I didn't know if they were transitioning or what was going on, because I'd never heard them say that before. This is a person I've met a couple of times at asexual meetups, and someone who definitely looks like a guy. And yeah, when I private messaged them today, they said to me, yeah, it's not something they talk about really. It's a very small part of their life now, because it happened years ago, and they transitioned from a woman into a guy. And I was like, wow, this is amazing, because they do look like a guy. Whenever I've talked to them, I thought they were a guy. I would never, ever, ever have known in my life that they'd have been a woman unless they said something on their Facebook profile. I didn't know it. They look like a cute boy. They look really young, actually, in their early 20s. I don't know how old they are because I don't ask. But yeah, I was just shocked, you know, and obviously it hasn't changed anything. The way I feel about them, I still think they're a cute boy, and I still think they're a really nice personality, you know. They prefer guys, they're not into girls. But yeah, I thought, wow, that's incredible. I would never, ever, ever, ever have guessed it. And I think, you know, there's so many people in the asexual community that are trans. I mean, I'm on ASAP and which is an asexual dating app and social networking app. Hello to all my new followers from there. I've got a few followers come off there recently, and I decided to broaden my horizons on that app. I thought there's all these beautiful um, asexual foreign guys somewhere in the world, and I'm only seeing the local people who aren't foreign. And I don't get attracted usually to British guys. I want a younger foreign guy for a relationship, ideally in his 20s, and searching around locally in the UK is just driving me nuts because there's hardly any guys I'm aesthetically attracted to whatsoever. It's just like the same people coming up. So I thought, sod it, I'm just going to open up my distance to any distance in the world. So I literally reset all my filters to like any distance. And there's so many different guys on there from all different cultures and all across the world that I thought, just talk to them. I never know. One of them might move in the future, or one of them might be moving. Do you know what I mean? For education purposes, or they might be in a country, that's not too far away. And I thought, just open up the gates, talk to more guys. I like talking to younger foreign guys, and one day one might move over here. Obviously, I'd have to make sure they are a mover. If they're not, then it's no point. But at least it's nice to talk to some younger foreign guys. They're on my wavelength. I talk to guys in their early 20s. They're like my type of guys. I'm enjoying my time speaking to them. And what I was coming to say was that on ASAP, like I've broadened my horizons with the amount of people I talk to. Like I'm talking to people all over the globe now, guys from all different cultures. But also there's so many trans people on there. Like the more obviously I've broadened my horizons, the more I can see there's a lot more trans. And I don't know if this is a trend within the asexual community, that there seems to be more trans than ever before. I noticed when I was talking to one of the people about the UK asexuality conference this year, I'm still in the discussion thread, even though I'm not actually going to be speaking this year. And they were saying there's a large population of the asexual community is trans, and they were surprised that they've not got more feedback to actually have a discussion around trans issues. But that wasn't like the most popular topic to discuss. There's about 10 different topics they've come up with, but that wasn't in like the top 10. So that was quite surprising. But yeah, there's loads that I can see on there. So I think it's really interesting because obviously, as me, I'm female, only ever attracted to women. My preference is for a cisgender guy, for a guy who was born a guy. But if I don't know they were a guy in the first place and they look like a guy and talk like a guy, then who knows? Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's not something I would have even thought of in the past. And really, I prefer a cisgender guy, someone who was born a guy. If I'm absolutely honest, I'd prefer that. But, like this friend of mine, he is a good looking, like, young boy. I had no idea he transitioned at all, ever. I wouldn't have known it. So, unless he said something, I wouldn't know. And I think there might be quite a lot of people, out there in the world that they don't say it because they feel they don't need to, because it's not who they are anymore. Their past is their past, and their present is who they are now. And, I do kind of understand it because, like, I wished I could change my birth certificate age, because I don't like my birth certificate age, but I can't change my birth certificate age. You can change your gender. Um, but a lot of transgender people would always say they were always that gender in the first place. They're not changing their gender, just they are becoming who they were meant to be. But I wished I could become who I am meant to be with my birth certificate age. I wish I could legally change that, but you can't. And so I find that really difficult. I think it's good if people can be their true selves. And if that does mean changing themselves, whether that means surgery or not, if they believe they are born a different and they're meant to be a different gender, they're really a different gender inside, then I think more power to them for doing something about it and changing their life on it. I really appreciate people who are true to themselves and decide to just say, sod society, I'm going to be me. And if that means you're a guy who feels you're a girl and a girl who feels you're a guy, then I think you should just do it and go for it. It's your body, your life, and I think you should be truly happy. Like I said, one of my friends, they're transitioning from a guy into a girl. They've just started that sort of going that way in motion. So now they're talking to more trans people to get an idea of what's coming up for them. And then, like I said, my friend that I didn't even know used to be female, but I would never have guessed it unless they told me. So, it's kind of strange, isn't it? You've got guys who think that their soul and know their soul is female, and then you've got females who know they're males, and I think the whole concept of gender transitioning is really interesting. It's not what I would have thought of knowing about so much before, but I become really interested in it because I'm interested in all different aspects of asexuality, and I get interested a lot in different types of sexualities. Like, because I talk about asexuality so much, I actually become more interested in sexuality as a topic, if you know what I mean. And I kind of like, the whole spectrum of all the different sexualities and different genders. I think it's really interesting, and I really think people should be who they were born to be. Like, I can't change my birth certificate age. I'm pretty much stuck with that. All I can do is just laugh, because to me it's absolutely ridiculous because it's nothing like who I am. When I talk to a guy who's like 23 on ASAP, for example, he's my type of guy. He's on my wavelength. I'm young like he is. I just don't have the piece of paper to prove it, sadly. And sometimes it's okay having an older birth certificate age if you're applying for jobs and things, because it's like I've got years of experience, but it's not truly who I am. Do you know what I mean? Now's the time. Now I am a teenager, like I always should have been in the first place. So I kind of like gone backwards, but that's good because I'm getting younger. One of the guys I spoke to, the young guys I spoke to, ASAP in his 20s, he said, "Oh, I can feel your energy coming through the conversation we're having." I thought that was really nice. And there's a nice guy from Mexico on there that subscribed to his channel recently. Hello if you're watching as well. So yeah, they seem quite cute. I like their clothes as well, really nice. And there's some romantic guys on there, really nice. I won't give up looking for and hopefully finding my younger foreign soulmate. Hopefully one day someone will come over here, or I'll meet someone over here, would be really nice. I'll just keep looking and keep going for my dreams in the meantime. And that's what I think you should do. I think whatever you want to do with your own gender is up to you. And I kind of feel myself, I'm really fortunate that I'm happy with having a female body. I'm happy to be female. However, I do have some male traits, and society is very like putting people in boxes. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of people, to be honest, can't really be put in boxes. I think every guy and girl always has male and female traits anyway. I used to think when I was a kid that it'd be far easier if I was a guy. Far easier for me in my personal life if I was a guy. And, but I never wished to change that. That's the difference. Obviously, I don't want to transition. I don't want to change my outer appearance. But, I thought there's a lot of qualities that I liked about being a guy. I really did. I admired them. And to be honest, in general, I tend to get on better with guys, and guy energy's nice, but not the alpha male though. I'm not into alpha males. So, I think I get on like one of my transgender friends, the one that is a trans guy who hasn't had surgery. They're getting married next month to their bisexual fiance. I get on so well with them. I think I've always gotten so well with them because I've got male traits, and me and them are very similar in some of our outlooks on things. And that's why I can really, really relate to them. If I was born a guy, I'd definitely be a gay asexual. I'd be a homoromantic. I know that without a fact, but I'm not born a guy. And I do like having beautiful blonde hair. I do like being like a girl, but I also like being like a guy in business and life, really. So I kind of like a mixture of the two in me. I kind of separate the two a bit. But that's different to being trans. But I just really think it's important to mention that if you're female with male traits or a male with female traits, it's okay, because some people feel that they struggle, they struggle to be like, if they're female, they struggle to have guy traits. And all these online dating coaches are always teaching, a woman has to be so feminine to be with the right guy, but the right guy they keep saying is alpha male. I don't want an alpha male. I don't want, I don't like the alpha male. I like male energy, but nice, kind, cuddly, poetic male energy, which is more feminine male energy, I guess, than this. I'm so going to the gym, seeing my mates down the pub. I'll ring you when I can be bothered to type attitude, if you know what I mean. I don't know. I'm just not into alpha males, but I do like male energy, as in the sense I like guys that are very direct, very open, very honest. I need a strong guy for me in a relationship, and so far I have not found a strong enough guy for me to be within a relationship. I mean, I went on ASAP today and I asked one of them, like I asked a few of them, are they a mover or non-mover? Because, like I said, I've expanded my location so I can look at more guys in different countries, because there might be some that can move. And there was one guy, he said, oh, don't contact me if you want friendship. He's not looking for that. So I messaged him to ask him if he was a mover or non-mover. And he said, oh, what is this? Are you doing data research for your website? I'm like, no, I was interested in you, but clearly I got the wrong guy. Do you know what I mean? If a guy can't even hack the fact that I'm high profile, asexual, I'm going to be more high profile, because this isn't the only business stuff I do. Well, I don't really get paid. Really, well, I mean, I don't get paid to do YouTube, do I? There's no ads on here. I don't really paid to do much to do with asexual stuff. I've got my book out and some t-shirts, but do you know what I mean? But I still class it as part of my business, because obviously Asexualist is my brand. And so, but I do other business stuff. I'm going into other business ventures, entrepreneur stuff. So I'm going to become more highly prolific. And if a guy can't accept the fact he's going to have an intelligent girl who's highly prolific media wise, then they're not the right guy for me, and I will stay single, because I need to be fulfilling all my life purposes. And that means I need to be more prolific than ever in online, more prolific, and accomplishing more goals, ambitions, and dreams, and also doing things for different audiences and stuff as well. But asexuality is my core. It's my core being. I love it. I love helping asexual. I love doing all this asexual stuff I do. And I've got courses that I'm going to be doing this year, more online courses. The first course is free, Asexuality Basics for Beginners. If you haven't already checked it out, you can go to asexualizeacademy.com and sign up free for Asexuality Basics for Beginners. It takes you through the asexual spectrum and also the aromantic asexual spectrum within it. It's a really good course. So that's completely free, and then I'm going to be doing the paid for asexual online courses, which can take a lot of time to do. But I'm doing so much stuff at the moment. I'm just about to try and move web hosts, because as you know, my website was hacked recently. It's taken me like 3 weeks nearly to sort the whole thing out. Well, 2.5 weeks, because I've been literally copying and pasting 3 years nearly worth of blog posts into a Word document. So if my website ever gets hacked again, I've still got all the blog posts, and I've literally been typing up like November, December, January, February, 4 months worth of blog posts actually back into my blog from Google archives. So it's taken me like ages to sort it out. But the asexualized.com's got a new look now, and it's all good. But I'm gonna some of the pictures are missing. There's not a lot I can do about that until I upload more, but it'll take me ages to upload loads to 3 years. So I might just leave some of the pictures off the older posts. But yeah, so I'm gonna move web hosts ASAP to get the heck out there, because they're scamming me and lots of other people, unfortunately. So I digress. But yeah, I just thought I'd tell you how thrilled I was and surprised that one of my friends is a trans guy, and I would never have known it in a million years. And I just they're a really kind, caring guy. I really like them a lot. They're a really nice person. So I just thought I'd share that with you, because it's like, I wonder who else I know now who's trans that I didn't know originally was. I think it's important for people to be truly who they're born to be. Like, I know I was born to be with a younger foreign guy in a relationship. I know I was born to be do a lot of media stuff, and maybe I just, I haven't met the right asexual guy yet. Maybe I need a really high caliber business guy myself, or entrepreneur, someone who knows what it's like in this industry, and someone who's not afraid of being seen with me in public because, oh, what will happen because Sandra's well known throughout the globe. Do you know what I mean? There's kind of like a scare minded thing, with the fact that I'm well known online, like a person doesn't really want to be out about me in a relationship if I was with them, and that's no good. I can't be doing with that. Do you know what I mean? I need a brave, strong guy who'll be by my side, like going, "Yay, I love the work you do for asexuals. It's awesome. It's great. I love what you do." I have close asexual guy friends, and they tell me loads of secrets, and I keep loads of secrets. I don't share. People seem to think I share absolutely everything on this channel, but I don't. I share a lot about myself and my feelings because that's coming from me, and I helped others to warn people about, different things they have to be aware of online, because I feel I've got a duty of care to you guys to help you see when there's red flags. There's so many people that are abusers in this world. Not just talking about asexuals. I'm talking about in general. Like I did. You might have known that I had abuse in my past, and I did a pattern changing course, which is part of the NHS, National Health Service in the UK. So it's a professional course, and it was like for 3 months, and it teaches you patterns to look for in abusers. And so I got quite a lot of experience as well, over time, of recognizing abusers. And there's lots of people that are online, they do have things that are red flags. Doesn't mean to say they are abusive, it just means to say that they have certain red flags. If you got X amount of red, some people can just have, like, with all abusive abusers and abusive traits. Is that snow globe behind you? I've got this, Heather. This is a snow globe. Oh, there is something behind me, but actually it looks like a snow globe, but actually it's I'm digressing. It's this one, but I've kept it, but it's supposed to go in the bath, but I don't have a bath. So yeah, cranberry cupcake glitter bubble bath. So I've never used it. It's bubble bath, but I've never used it. My friend bought it me like 2 years ago, I think. And so yeah, I kept it. So I've never used a bubble bath. I don't even know if it's still alright to use. But she got it me, so I just thought it was quite pretty, so I just kept it. Because I don't have a bath, I only have a shower in my flat. It's like a Christmassy one. Thank you for asking. So yeah, it's nice to see you, Heather, by the way. Yeah. I was doing this video because I thought it was really interesting that one of my friends is a trans guy and I didn't know it. So I thought it was really cool. But I was digressing to say, there's a lot of trans people on ASAP, and then I was digressing again to say that I haven't found the right asexual guy for me yet, and I've broadened my horizons on there. So I've opened up my distance to anyone in the world now. So I'm talking to a lot of young guys throughout the globe, and I feel a lot more comfortable doing that, speaking to guys who are on my wavelength, who are in the age bracket that I really want to be with. I think it's important to talk to people. Like, I'm basically an asexual cougar looking for my asexual cub. That's what I've changed on my asexuality profile now. I thought asexuality.com profile. I thought, yeah, why not just spell it out? Asexual, not sexual cougar. That means I like younger guys to kiss and cuddle, not have sex with. And looking for their asexual cub. I thought that's quite sweet to put that. I don't have any bad connotations with the word cougar, even though loads of people do. It doesn't make me uncomfortable at all whatsoever, but other people do get uncomfortable with behind it because of all the sexual stuff, but I don't. I'm asexual, so I don't care. I'm fine. I'm happy with it, and I like to separate myself from all the people that are much older than me or anywhere near my birth certificate because I'm just not interested. They're not the right people for me. So, but I was saying that I need a strong guy because all the guys I come across, they're like scared that of all my online profile stuff I do. They seem to think I say everything on this channel, but I don't. Like my two best friends, they know me really well and they know the secrets they tell me. No one knows, And I won't divulge them. They're between me and them. There's no need to say it, and I wouldn't do that anyway. I do actually keep a lot of secrets, but I will say generalizations, and I will give red flags to people on here, to help you guys out. Because like I said, I was doing this pattern changing course, and basically 1 in 3 people are usually abusers, and that's like 33.33% or something. So it means like 1 in 3 people you come across are likely to be abusers and you don't even realize it. So if I can help you, to be a bit more cautious. I mean, there's one person on ASAP, this profile keeps coming up, and I know they're a really bad person. And they just keep creating profile after profile with this same picture. And the reason I know this is because they were abusive to me. So one minute they're saying certain things in their profile, the next minute they've moved country to another, and got a different profile. And then he revealed his real picture to me, which is much more of a thug-looking type picture than the picture he's got in there. And he started calling me loser and stuff because I worked out who he was. I said, how can you be over there when you're meant to be how can you be over here when you're meant to be over there? You said in this profile you were that, but yet you've got this, and then you've got another profile. That person now has created about 5 different profiles, I think it is, with the same picture. They came on again with a different one. When was it? Week before last, I think it was. Recently, anyway. I just blocked them straight away. I thought, I'm not having you speaking to me. But they're just like disgusting because they're just obviously a troll, obviously a really bad abusive person. And I don't want people getting that type of guy. He keeps changing what he says in all his profiles, all his details, and he just keeps coming on and creating different profiles. I mean, there's some people. I mean, ASAP I'll still use because it gives me access to thousands of asexuals potentially around the globe, and I think that's a great thing. But amongst all them, you can get rubbish. You can get some people that are blatantly trolling on there. Like one person's like, I'm 60 years old. And they'll start saying nasty things about asexuality and stuff like that on there, and they have a picture of their 20 something, and there are some trolls on there, but you can't avoid people who are not good, sadly, so you're gonna get some wherever you go. But I wish there was a report button on there where you could just report these profiles that are really obviously trolling and not actually genuine people. But it's like I said to you that red flag for me is when people don't divulge all of their basic information. But there's lots of people that do that when they don't reveal what type of relationship they want, for example. That so annoys me. It's like monogamous or polyamorous. Why don't you just say? Do you know what I mean? And if you're being that quiet about the type of relationship you want, it sounds like to me it's a bit dodgy. I met a person on ASAP, actually. I went through their profile and they said they're married to an asexual person, but they're just looking for helping people out, with asexuality. And I thought that was really good. I thought, yay! Someone who's actually married to another asexual. That is fantastic. And they were asexual themselves. So I was really happy about that. So that's good. But I always get like, why aren't you filling in all your profile? Like people like leaving out their profession, where they live. Oh, I have to tell you about this guy. This guy on ASAP, right? He was older than I'd usually go for, right, in birth certification, but I thought I'd say hi anyway to him. And he goes, oh, hi there. He goes, I'd like to get to know you better, and I like an honest person. And he told me, I told him that he's older in birth certificate age than me, and that you usually go for a younger guy. He goes, oh, he said he liked an honest person, but he said he lives in Italy, but yet he's put on his profile that he lives in the USA. Do you see what I mean? Whole hypocrisy there. Like, he wants someone who's honest, yet he's not being honest himself. There's no disclaimer. Like, I wouldn't mind if he put in his profile, oh, I am actually Italian, but I chose USA because I'm trying to find people in the USA because I'm hoping to move there. Or, I'm restricted with the people in my country. Something like that, if he put something in his profile. But telling me in private message he's in Italy, but putting in his public profile he's in the USA, it's just a lie. Do you know what I mean? It's like, why are you doing that? And just lying about it. And then it's like, he's looking for an honest person. I'm thinking, yeah, well, so am I. And for a start, you're not telling the truth. So it's just like, do you know what I mean? It works both ways. You can't expect to get someone honest if you're not being honest yourself. Laugh out loud. The rubbish. Yeah, Heather, the rubbish. It's like, why do people do that? I can understand. I mean, I have put that I'm younger in birth. I have put chosen a younger age category on there because I don't want to get people near my birth certificate age because I just can't be with someone like that. But I put a disclaimer in there saying I'm not 21 in birth certificate age. And the age I'm looking for. So people can ask me what age I am then in private message. I've been honest, I'm not actually that birth certificate age. So I do get where people are coming from. If they have to put different locations or ages, sometimes if they're looking for like certain age or area, but they should be writing in their profile, like covering it, being honest that they're not actually that. You know what I mean? Because I've got a friend and they did say that they were going to copy me and put a younger age, but yet write in their profile that they're older because they like younger guys too. So because it's no good me putting my actual birth certificate age, which I think I tried that quickly. I just kept getting like people that I just wasn't remotely attracted to or interested in at all. So, but I do put like the disclaimer in, like the little bit in the profile. I don't use the word disclaimer, but I say that I'm older in birth certificate age. So, I think it's important to be as honest as possible, on there. So, and if people can't hack the fact that I am prolific online and the fact that I'm going to be more prolific with other business stuff I want to do, then they're really not the right person for me because I'm not going to stop. Like, I'm asexual, I'm not in a relationship. And even if I was, I still got loads of goals, ambitions, and dreams I want to achieve. There was one guy on ASAP that I did message who was older than I'd usually go for, but he said he's retired now, but he's younger in birth certificate age still than me, but older than I'd usually go for. But he said he'd done everything he wants on his single bucket list, and I thought that was quite interesting because it basically means that they've done everything they want to accomplish as a single person and now they're looking for like a relationship. But I wondered if they were a mover. I mean, if they technically retired, they've obviously got quite a bit of money. They must have to be able to do that at that age, younger than birth certificate age than me. So even though it says they've got a job though, so I was thinking, yeah, maybe they're a mover. I don't know. So I messaged them to ask them, but they haven't replied yet. But I'm having some really good conversations on there with some different young guys on there about different things. It's just nice to be talking to guys my own age in mindset and lifestyle and who my soul is really, like birth certificate age is just a joke to me. I'm glad I'm alive though, but it's just like I look at it and just I can't even remember half the time. I'm having to count what year I was born in. I'm like, what year was I born again? Oh yeah, and what year is it now? And I'm trying to work it out because a lot of the time I keep forgetting like my birth certificate age because it's like not something I'm really interested in. Do you know what I mean? And my past is like my past now. It's like now's the time to live, isn't it? But I got so many goals, ambitions, and dreams I want to accomplish that I need a guy who's going to be really supportive and be by my side and be praising me for all the stuff I do online. It's not easy when you're out to the world and having to push through your fears and boundaries. It can be quite difficult, but it's important to do it and help people. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I am going to sign off for tonight. Please subscribe if you haven't already down below. Please hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I go live right now or post a new video. Thanks so much, Heather, for watching tonight. Thanks to whoever else has been watching most of the show. I really appreciate you. Really love you to bits. And it's fabulous to see you. And thanks to all my new subscribers too. Love you lots. Take care, Heather. Thanks, Heather. Take care. Night. Oh, I'm still live. I thought I'd say goodbye.